If you're shopping for a Florida home with a mother-in-law suite, here's a question almost everyone asks. Can it actually have a kitchen? Quick answer is yes, it can, but it depends on what kind of kitchen. A kitchenette is almost always fine. A full kitchen with an oven and cooktop is where it gets complicated, because it's often what tips a suite into being treated as a separate dwelling. Let me explain the difference because it matters a lot throughout Florida. Let's start with new construction. As a general rule, a mother-in-law suite with a kitchenette, a sink, a full-size fridge, a microwave, sometimes even a dishwasher, stays part of a single-family home. But the moment you add a full kitchen with a built-in oven and cooktop, you've created what the building code can treat as a second, independent living unit. And that can push the property from a single family into multifamily, which is zoned and permitted completely differently. So if you're buying new or planning to add a kitchen later, that one appliance choice can change what you're legally allowed to build. So how do people get a fully functional kitchen without crossing that line? A common move is to skip the built-in oven and cooktop and use portable appliances instead. A countertop convection oven and a plug-in hot plate or induction burner. You get all the cooking ability, but because nothing's permanently installed, it stays on the right side of the kitchenette, not a second kitchen line. Just know that what actually counts can depend on your local code, so it's worth confirming. Now here's the part that confuses people, and I don't want to scare you off. If you start touring existing Florida homes, you'll find plenty of mother-in-law suites that already have full kitchens. That's completely normal. Those were typically built with special permitting, approved as accessory dwelling units, or grandfathered in under older rules. So a full kitchen in-law suite on the resale market isn't a red flag by itself. It just means somebody already did the work to make it legitimate. The thing to confirm is whether that kitchen was permitted, because that's what protects you down the road. And the big caveat, the exact line between an in-law suite and a separate dwelling isn't the same everywhere in Florida. Cities and counties each define kitchens, ADUs, and permitting a little differently, and the rules change over time. So a yes in one city can be a not without a variance in another. So before you fall in love with the layout, or assume you can add a full kitchen later, check the local zoning, or just ask us. Knowing what's permitted and what isn't is exactly how you avoid an expensive surprise in a competitive market. That's what we're here for.